Basketball for lunch?
Heck yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Harry.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Basketball for lunch?
Let's go!
Come on, somebody. Hey, that's Lou. Basketball for lunch?
I'm down. Let's go!
Oh, it's so hard to play defense with this 6-foot social distance thing! 6 feet!
Dude, you're not wearing gloves.
Ah!
I can't.
Well, that video was super funny. We had way too much fun filming that dreams versus reality. So now we're gonna head into Minister Aaron. He's gonna share with us about spreading the love. Check it out.
Well, what's up, Ignited Online? We're so glad you guys are tuning in to Ignited Online 21. I'm excited to get to share a word with you guys today. And I hope you guys have been watching our Ignited Onlines, and I hope specifically for this word that you watched Ignited Online 19 because Pastor Luke taught a great word about your report card. He was talking about your report card and how are you doing? What is your grade right now in certain things? And I actually want to continue that a little bit. It actually spoke to me so much that I want to continue that word a little bit with you today, but specifically in one area. I want to talk about what is your report card? How are you doing with your love? You know, I've been reading in the book of John, and the book of John is a lot about the love of the Father. And as Jesus was teaching his disciples at the end of his life, right before he goes to the cross, he's talking to them about this new commandment, which was a crazy idea to them. Something new, a new command was a crazy idea to them. And you know, I think we're in new times right now. People are looking for what's that new thing? What's it going to be? And what if this new thing that everyone is looking for is actually the same thing that Jesus talked about to his disciples right before he went to the cross 2,000 years ago? Jesus said this to his disciples. He said, "A new commandment I give to you, that you would love one another as I have loved you. And by this, the world will know that you are my disciples, how you love one another." You know, I think right now this world is looking for something to bring us together. This world seems so divided maybe it's about the coronavirus, maybe it's your political stance, maybe it's you're just so frustrated at home. Your parents want one thing, your siblings want another. You want to do another thing. Your teachers are telling you this. You don't know what to do. The world seems so divided, and yet so many people are calling for a love that unites. Well, you know what? Jesus has that love that unites. Jesus is the love that unites. Jesus said, "No greater love has a man than this, than to lay down his life for a friend." You know what? Jesus did that. The Bible says that he calls us friend, and he laid down his life for us on the cross. He lived the perfect life, the sinless life, and he laid his life down willingly on the cross so that you and I could spend eternity in heaven. And now he calls us to love like that. So I want to ask you, how is your love right now? What if you had a report card that said, "This is how I'm doing with loving my parents"? What would it say? If I had a report card that said, "This is how you're doing in loving your siblings or your teachers," what would it say? And I want you to be honest with yourself, because maybe right now, as you seem to be, you're at home with your family a lot more than you would be. Maybe it's been difficult for you to have that love. Maybe it's been difficult. Your parents don't want you to go out. Your parents are very concerned. Maybe they're putting new rules or restrictions on you that you don't agree with. Are you still loving them? Maybe your siblings, they're driving you even more crazy than they normally do. Trust me, I get it. Are you still loving them no matter what? Are you still loving the people who disagree with you, have a different opinion than you? When you hop on social media and you see everyone's opinion about something, do you immediately hop back on and share your opinion, or do you respond with love? What is your love grade? Because I think that this world right now needs us, needs you guys, needs the students of Ignited to show them that the love that is in our heart, that the love that Jesus shared with the world, that love still is on the inside of us. And that no matter what happens, no matter how much the world seems to be shaking, no matter what seems to be going on in this crazy world, we still are going to love unconditionally. It doesn't matter who you are, what your opinions are. I will love you unconditionally because Jesus loved me despite all of my flaws. And so I want to challenge you with that today. How is your love grade? And maybe you're like, Aaron, my love grade is bad. I've been doing a bad job. I have not been loving people. Well, you know, there's forgiveness at the cross. Jesus looked at you despite everything that you've gone through, despite everything that you've done, despite everything that I've gone through and that I've done, and he still loved me unconditionally. And so maybe you're like, Aaron, how do I get this love? The first step is just to give your life to Jesus. Maybe you haven't done that. I encourage you, call your pastor, call your Connect group leader, text them, get them on a Zoom call, have somebody lead you in this salvation prayer. And then the next step is to begin to live that out. Because it's one thing just to say something. The Bible says if you confess with your mouth, saying that prayer, and believe in your heart that Jesus is Lord and God raised him from the dead, that you will be saved. And I believe that when you have that transformation in your heart, that love begins to overflow. That love begins to overflow out of you. You can begin to change your report card. You can begin to change that love grade. And I believe that God he had A++ when it came to his love grade. He gave it all on the cross. And he wants us to have that same kind of a love grade towards everyone that we come in contact with, no matter what they've ever done to you. I challenge you to love unconditionally. Let people know that you are a disciple by the way that you love.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh!
It's still rolling.
Reality. Oh!
It's hard to play defense with this 6-foot social distance thing.
6 feet! 6 feet!
You're not wearing gloves! Look at him, he's not wearing gloves. I can't catch that pass.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us for our online service. It's been awesome having you join us for this Sunday, but we are so excited for this Wednesday. We have some huge news to announce, and so we want to let you know this Wednesday we're going to be revealing something special that I know will bless your heart. But hey, stay tuned, keep joining us for our online services. We hope you have a blessed week.